Hey everyone, Mark Dawes here, and happy Sunday to you. And first and foremost, thanks once again to all of you who's been commenting, sharing and liking the videos we've been putting out. I'm absolutely delighted that you like the information, and all we're trying to do really is just add value to you out there. So, you know, that's the aim of the game. And this video is about that. It's about exactly that, because we've had some comments on some of the videos from police officers, either ex or serving, and it's quite interesting really, because particularly after the video that Trevor Henry did about the basket hold and some of the stuff that I've put out about lone working practices, one of the comments was that as a police officer you have to follow your manual of guidance, and in that manual of guidance, allegedly, now, you know, I'm not a police officer, I never have been, I haven't seen the current manual, but I've been told that in that manual it says that you need to intervene on your own. So a single police officer would restrain someone on their own, and the most effective way of doing that is to take the person to the ground. Now, I put up enough information out there about the fact that a single person restraint is a lone working activity. It carries increased risk, not only to the officer, but also to the person being restrained. And there's a whole raft of evidence out there about the risk with prone restraint. So I'm not going to bore you by lecturing you on that. But in 1997, the Police Health and Safety at Work Act came into force. And that means that all police service areas must comply with the Health and Safety at Work Act and the associated regulations and the approved codes of practice and the approved guidance. So that brings, you know, that is something you guys need to look at. Also, and I've just been on the HSE website to confirm this, as a serving police officer, you, under Section 7 of the Health and Safety at Work Act, have to ensure that you do not create a risk to yourself and others, or anyone who may be affected by what you do. So coming back to this single person restraint thing, that has to be taken into consideration. Now there are some exceptions under the Act. I mean, if you go to Section 15 of the Health and Safety at Work Act, then it actually, you know, it states, or in the HSE guidance on the HSE website, and I'll put a link below, it does state that there could be some exceptions, but they've got to be agreed in advance with the HSE, and the HSE can revoke those exceptions if they believe that what they've agreed to initially is going to put people at risk. So, you know, there's no way around that. Okay, you know, if you're a serving police officer, why would you want to be restraining people on your own? And, you know, why would you still be using prone? I mean, I can remember, I think, a schematic or a thematic inspection by HMI Constabulary, who said that prone shouldn't be used, and that was back in 1997. But anyway, that's by the by, not the purpose of this video, all right? It's just to say that as a police service, you are duty-bound to comply with the Health and Safety at Work Act. Now, it's interesting on this one, because a lot of people have been coming to me and saying, you know, I've had emails and etc. saying, can we do your course? You know, our BTEC Level 3 Restraint Instructor at War course. And I said, yeah, of course you can. Well, what's the problem? And they said, well, we work for this agency, we work for that agency, and, you know, we're trained by them and we're accredited by them. And, you know, do we have to jump ship, you know, and adopt your system and then leave them behind? And the answer to that is no. You know, this isn't gang warfare. You know, we're not saying that if you come and do our course, you've got to join our gang. I mean, you're welcome to join the family, and we give you lots of resources and stuff like that, loads of cool stuff. But it doesn't mean that you all of a sudden got to leave everyone behind. You know, think of it this way. Our course qualifies you with a BTEC award. It's an accredited course. So whichever system you train in, whether you're in the police, prison service, you know, you train with other training providers, you know, just look at us as an added value benefit. I mean, it's great CPD. You can come and do 5 days with us and leave with a BTEC qualification. That's the national, you know, recognised qualification. That's excellent CPD. And in regards to the legislation, you know, we cover stuff like this, the stuff we're doing now. We go through all legislation: common law, criminal law, Human Rights Act, the Health and Safety at Work legislation, children's legislation, Mental Health Act stuff. I mean, it's a whole raft of stuff we give you. And it's all on an online platform that you have access to when you train with us. And in addition to that, by the way, we've got closed Facebook groups, we've got coaching and mentoring groups, and we do stuff like this all the time for our trainers and provide this additional added value support to help them in the industry. So hopefully that answers that question too. Now, you know, and if you're interested in training with us, you know, we run 2 courses a year, one in March, one in September. I think we've got 1, maybe 2 places left on the March course, and I'll stick a link below, you know, and it'll take you through to the website and you can have a look. But no pressure, you know, it's there if you want to have a look at it. And I'll also leave a link to the Health and Safety Executives website as well under this video. So that's all I wanted to say for a Sunday morning. Have a great Sunday. Looks like the sun's coming out, which is a great thing, so I'll have to take the lad for a walk in a minute. But if you have any questions, any comments at all, stick them below. I mean, that's what we're about. You know, we're about adding value and helping people, and it helps us if we know what you want help with. So your comments are great. And please, if you find this useful, like it, comment, share it. It may benefit someone else too. Thanks ever so much. Have a great Sunday. Speak to you soon.